like highway. When all is said and done, only one life we gotta live, yes. All I know is God is holy. Protect your life, it's your one and only. Evil people will kill you slowly. All I know is God is holy. Protect your life, it's your one and only. Evil people will kill you slowly. All I know is God is holy. Protect your life, it's your one and only. Evil people will kill you slowly.
Shana manane sana, shana manana mayana saka, dibi diba dia duda kandia da basha. I'll put you in front of my melody. You are all that matters. You are all that matters. I'll make room for two. You and I, Jesus. You are all that matters. You are all that matters. Oh, eh, oh. You are all that matters. Oh, eh, oh, eh. You are all that matters. Oh, eh, oh, eh. You are all that matters. Nanya mana sasa. What would I live for if I don't have you in my life? What would I gain if you take the Holy Ghost? What would I become of me if I didn't see your light? What would I be said of me if you didn't hold my hand? Now I've come to realize that you are all I am. You are all that matters. You are all that matters. Hey, I'll put you in front of my melody. You are all that matters. I'll make room for two. You and I, Jesus. You are all that matters. You are all that matters. Is it the house or is it the car? I'll give them all to you. Is it the name or is it the fame? I'm nothing without you. What would I become of me if I didn't see your light? What would have been said of me if you didn't hold my hands? Now I've come to realize that you are all I have. You are all that matters. I'll put you in front of my melody. You are all that matters. I don't believe us in the house tonight. I'll make room for two. You and I, Jesus. You are all that matters. You are all that matters. Oh, eh, oh. You are all that matters, Jesus. I wish I could hear you sing it out. Oh, well, oh, well, oh, well, oh. You are all matters to you tonight, can you lift up those hands and speak in other tongues and blast in other tongues as you worship the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, the one who made all things new, the one who made it possible for us to be here today. Jesus. Can you lift up your hands and begin to speak in other tongues tonight? I wish you can say things, mystical things to God tonight. Tell him that is all that matters to you. Tell him that silver or gold cannot take his place. Tell him sweet things tonight. I thank God for those who are worshiping. Open up your mouth to Jesus. Open up your mouth and lift up your voice. I want to hear people tonight who are ready to take the name of Jesus. As for me and my household, we will serve the Lord. No matter what men bring to me. Oh, Shalabayonamas. Shalamayanamayonamo. Sibring Kroving Rigindring Mano Sembre and Tonkandiana. Oh, can we begin to have koinonia tonight? Can we begin to have koinonia tonight? Can I hear people tonight who want to speak mysteries? Patoko batakatayada. Esheteke patoko batayada. I'll make room for two. The power of God is so heavy in this place. The spirit of the prophetic. Now begin to talk to God. Now begin to tell him what you need. Open up your mouth and let him fill you. Out of the belly, out of your belly shall flow rivers of living waters. Can you open up your mouth tonight? What will I live for if I don't have you in my life? What will I give if you take the Holy Ghost? Can you lavish your worship tonight? We didn't come to get familiar with Jesus. We came to love on him tonight. You are all that matters. Everybody sing it. Oh, oh. You are all that matters. Jesus. Holy Ghost. Sing it from your heart now. You are all. 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 Tiki tiki patukupo tiki tiki patokototale Betukumenyanya na patakumeneno Sete kepetonga Sete padoko Epelondiba diba namasitata. Hey, they will bring their houses, they will bring their money. I don't want, all I want is Jesus. All I want is the Holy Ghost. All I want is His kingdom be made manifest on the earth. Put you in front of my destiny. You are all that matters. Oh, I'll make room for two. You and I, Jesus. You are all that matters. Hey. I'll put you in front of, in front of my destiny. You are all that matters. All that matters. I'll make room for two. You and I, Jesus. You are all that matters.
No come here fi bring botheration. Me come here fi sing to the nation. Tell me why you make Satan corrupt your heart. Botheration, oh. Tomorrow when
I wish somebody's soul would catch a fire. Catch a fire. Catch a fire, Jesus. I wish somebody's soul would catch a fire. Burn them with the Holy Ghost.
Jesus Almighty, hallelujah. Prodigal son, Lord we bless you in this place. My God, we love you. We worship you, Lord. Worship you, Jesus. Hallelujah. Jesus.
I wish somebody's soul would catch a fire. Catch a fire. Catch a fire, Jesus. I wish somebody's soul would catch a fire. Burn them with the Holy Ghost. Burn them, Jesus. Burn them with the Holy Ghost. Burn them, Jesus. Burn them with the Holy Ghost.
Jesus, send the fire, make it burn out corruption. Like a volcano in a eruption. Holy Ghost, I give out instruction. In the church, we know no disruption. Put the people under conviction. Set them free from all them addiction. Get saved and dash your prescription. We convert all Muslim to Christian.
Burn them, Jesus. Burn them with the Holy Ghost.
Can't ball in a life, man. Go on with it, but go on with it.
Yo, Izzy, are you kidding me?
To us, yeah. So we are coming in with a force, yeah. Blessings we are reap and we coursing on full. Oh, we not rise and boast. Yeah, we give thanks like we need it the most. We have to give thanks like we really supposed to be thankful. Blessings all for my life and my thank God for the journey, the earnings, not just for the plus. Yeah. And gratitude is a must. Yeah, me see blessings fall by my right hand. But I toast for the friends that take off the load. One time did sit down in a class and we poured then only said the road and we go on with the road. Third form, me say me try a thing. And you know it formed up to be a fire thing. Now up on stage with chronics, I sing, yeah. See me all diggy soon, get the higher ring. Like, hello, brother, you say I just shot ya. Saw your poster, spectacular photo. Keep it burning, yes, that's the motto. If me the butter pass through your shot, you can't ball in a life, man. Me have to thank God for the journey, the earnings are just for the plus. Yeah, and gratitude is a must. Yeah, me see blessings fall by my right hand. But I toast to the friends we take off every load. One time they sit down in a class and we pour then only said the road and we go on with it, we go on with it. That's how our blessings upon me. And send me to tell them a story. That's how our blessings upon me. And that's how I made to give him the glory. I'm in delighted. Jah knows my passion ignited. Got the music get me excited. I'm coming like a potion. Blessings all for my life and my thank God for the journey, the earnings are just for the plus. Yeah, and gratitude is a must. Yeah, me see blessings fall by my right hand. But I toast for the friends we take off every load. One time did sit down in a class and we bored then only said the road and me go on with the road.
First thing in the morning, when I wake up, thank God for life. Look in the mirror, say yes, I'm the best, 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 best. Way too blessed, 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 blessed. Yes, I'm the best, 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 best. Way too blessed, 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 blessed. No matter where you try, you can never be me, never I. Keep petting from the side, let me take this thing well, worldwide, wide. Never had to pretend, 10. I'm a part-time too, that's a 10. Never ever beg friend. If they're not with me no worry about them. Whoa, blind man can see it. Whoa, so every day I repeat it. I say, first thing in the morning, when I wake up, thank God for life. Look in the mirror, say yes, I'm the best, 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 best. Way too blessed, 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 blessed. Yes, I'm the best, 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 best. Way too blessed, blessed, blessed,
50 on the necklace. I know you like it rough, I get reckless. The way you lick it up, you gon' make me fall in love. Baby, you gon' make it hard for the next. I'm the best. That's your boyfriend, I ain't impressed. Baby, when your body pop the top off the chest. Work that body, throw your on the bed. Baby, what's the message in the bottle? And we lit tonight, don't worry about tomorrow. When she with me, she feel like she hit the lotto. And when I walk out, the things they gon' follow. Down the
Fast. Way too blast. Yes, I'm the best.
On the news, me in my prime, on the crime with the.
Yes. Ben.
Do this. No, paper. That a grease paper. That don't stop grease. You have used the
Wake up, yeah. Money make and make up.
One of our friends in Connecticut. Ben, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how are you doing?
Boy, nice to know.
Yes.
Can't complain.
Okay.
Can't complain.
Yes. Well, I am also, I would say that I am nice too. Yeah.
Wake up in the morning, you know.
Yes. So what's on your mind? What, we always like to talk to our Jamaicans abroad, to know what they are thinking about what is happening in Jamaica. Now, what is your take on what is happening right now, Ben, in at home?
The last report from the Indicom that was basically chastising some police officers for doing an excellent job.
Yeah.
Yeah, which it does make no sense for a report like that to even hit the road, because those that have the more fatality on the street, those are the ones that are the best that we send out there to do job that other people are not equipped to do. So obviously they're going to have the biggest kill count.
Uh-huh.
For them to come out and put the money out like that, it's just an example of how disattached in the community to what's going on in Jamaica.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what they need to review their purpose. Bring them in, review their purpose, and then get a new criteria.
Uh-huh.
A new mission statement, something new, but they're not on the rest of Jamaica at all.
Okay.
You heard the other day that guy was over there in Manchester, Porus. That Asian guy that get killed at the supermarket.
Yes.
It's a person that I know. I know him.
Yes.
I know his wife. Because when I came down with my son, we stopped there to get some supplies. And my wife's family live right around the corner.
Uh-huh.
They know my wife's family very well. My wife knows them very well. So we had a baby with us, and he was saying, "Oh, his wife is getting rid of a baby too." I think his wife his youngest child is like 3 months younger than my son.
Okay.
So he's about a year old now.
Yes.
And his wife is also currently pregnant. And they killed a young brother on the street, and the police got them in.
You have some noise in your background.
That's my background. That's not my dog, I'm at work.
Huh?
That's not my dog. I'm at work.
I wonder where that dog is barking because it's not in the studio.
Yeah. But it's like, to me, the Intercom thing is just, they put out like handcuffing the police from doing their job.
Okay.
These young men that are doing these crimes have no consequence. So when there's no consequence, you're free to do what you want to do.
Okay.
You can kill 6 people and go to court and get bail. It don't make no sense. In America, the suspect, if you're killing 6 people, you're not getting no bail.
Yes.
You're not getting no bail. But you get bail for go out and kill more people, kill a witness them and walk free. It's crazy.
Yes.
It's crazy. And what, nobody have anything to say about it? Don't they realize how crazy that is?
Yeah, well, there have been some comments about it in the locally.
some people and the commissioner push back at the Indicom's report.
Yeah, I mean, that report should be passed on, not to be publicized, but to pass on to the appropriate authority and let them decide if it's worth going out or not.
Yes.
The Prime Minister, it should go to his desk and he determine if you want to go out. There's a report to the Prime Minister as to their performance, as to their report and what they investigate and find. That's something that just go like that and batch the police. The police don't need no more batching.
Yes. Okay.
These young men don't care. You have AKs and M16 and ARs and stuff like that. When you back up them man, we kill 7, 8 people already. What you all do? What you going to tell them? Put your gun down and put your hand in the ear?
No, they are not going to do that at all.
You can't hang them no more. And I don't know where that's last come from. You can't hang man, we kill 4 or 5 people. Then you bring back the public hanging, man. Then you bring back public hanging.
Yes.
They show consequence.
Yeah. Yes. Like,
But you know, it's a mess. It's really a mess. I don't know what. I hear one politician talk about they need what do you call it? Someone intervention. Like they want God of Jesus.
You mean divine intervention?
Divine, and they're getting paid to do it. But we need divine intervention from while they're getting paid. We need them to do them job.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, it's rough, man. It's rough. But see, the way things set right now, I listen to Jamaican news every day, all day. And it's getting so bad, man, that people want to know why I'm going to Jamaica. Why am I buying my house in Jamaica? If I didn't buy my house in Jamaica, I probably wouldn't even come down the country.
Yeah.
Retire and live down. Yeah. I thought about it over and over recently. If I didn't buy my house over there, I probably would come down there and live. Because they're not going to clean it up. I don't see them cleaning it up anytime soon. Because I don't think they understand the problem.
Yes. It is really a sad situation. It is really a sad.
So many of us who retire want to come home and spend the last year in Jamaica, spend all that we haven't heard. You want to bring it back to Jamaica? They don't make it easy. They don't make it easy.
Yeah, because of the crime and violence, people are scared.
Yeah, and the crime and violence is not just regular crime and violence. No, it's just all. They don't care no more. They don't even wear gloves. They don't wear masks. They kill you anywhere.
Yes.
There's nowhere.
Yes.
Nowhere. Only place safe for the rich people in there. Yeah. But Jamaican people don't. The people, the powers to be must not forget that. Don't care where you live in Jamaica. Don't care how much hills you live on. Don't care how much cherry garden or the prettiest place you live on. And safe place. You have to go through the ghetto to get home.
Yes.
You have to go through a ghetto to get home. Don't care where you live. You have to go through a ghetto to get home. Ghetto start to burn. Hey. I'll be right up. It's bad, man.
Yeah. Yes. And you are saying that people in other Jamaicans in the United States where you are right now is that they are scared of coming home. So we might not see a lot of people who we are accustomed to seeing at this Christmas then.
Yeah, well, you know, Jamaica, this is the biggest holiday for diaspora come home. Diaspora citizens come home on Christmas more than any other time.
Yes.
You know, you can't get hotel, you can't get rent a car because there's so much coming home.
Yeah.
But the generation is a difference in the generation. Like me, 65. It means different to me than a younger guy.
Yes.
You know, I can't find somebody that I went to school with and say, you know, we went to school together. Or that's my neighbor, we grew up together. And there's nobody like that in Jamaica I can find.
Yes.
So I'm coming home because I want to come into my country, enjoy the sunshine, and get my kids and my grandkids come down there and enjoy too. And see where I was born and see what I talk about. But I think about my country, I want to come and enjoy.
Yes.
But you know, the thought of bringing my sons and daughters and grandkids come to Jamaica and say, "Go, let's go to the beach." It take a second thought, you know.
Yeah. Yes. But
And I'm a person I know to get along. I sure, you know, I've never been robbed in Jamaica. I've never been held up. I've never experienced these things because I know to carry myself. But there's a lot of people don't know to carry themselves, and not only that, that guy don't care.
Yes.
They don't care who you are, what you are, how you live. They don't care. How old you are, they don't care.
Yes.
There's no consequence. And in crime fighting, you must create a consequence for criminals. You have to create a consequence for criminals, one where they don't want to deal with.
Yes.
And I go back to saying there should be different time for guns. If a man carry an AK, a catch with an AK or an M16 or SSR, SLR on the street, he should do bigger time than a man who catch with a 38 in his waist.
Yes.
Or a 9mm in his waist. A man with a big gun like that should be considered a terrorist, number one. That's a terrorist, because there's nothing where that gun for, but to terrorize.
Yes,
so
sir.
therefore, as a terrorist now, the other terrorists in the come now have nothing to do with terrorists. In the come should not have anything to do with terrorists. So when a police shoot a terrorist, in the come should have to investigate it. Police get you with a long gun and shoot you, in the come should have nothing to do with that. Because there's a terrorist action there. There's an act against a terrorist.
Yeah.
So in the come should have to do with that. And treat the police them better, man. My God. Treat the police them better, man.
But
I've seen so
Ben,
many police. Yeah, go ahead.
But Ben, I think you have to, or you should pay some attention though to the fact that Indicom was established to monitor the operations of the security forces. We need Indicom. I know you are not saying that.
Purpose. It started out good. It had a good purpose. I understand that. But again, you have to monitor it periodically. Don't care what you do, you have to every now and then check it and see how it's working. But I just freak it a little or something, you know.
Yes.
But you can't, it's bad. It's bad because actually what they actually said in that report is that certain police are killed too much. That's basically what they're saying.
Yes. But if the cops kill as a result of doing their duties, meaning that okay they were attacked or they try to prevent the killing of another person, then this is legitimate.
Yes, legitimate kill. Of course it is. When a police come on you in America, civilized as they say America is. When a police say put down the gun, you don't put it down at 30, 40 shot you get and nothing come out of it. Yeah, they say put it down, you put it down. You don't put it down at 30, 40 shot.
Yes.
And these guys have 4 of them just killed 2 people. And they notice them and they it's ridiculous. Every Jamaican that I speak to say them to kill them.
Yes.
Yes. Because guess what? This is Christmas time man go kill and them all send them friend go kill off witness. And them more like them walk. If you plead guilty, you can do 15 years.
Yes.
It's ridiculous. I know police, they are dirty police now. Don't get me wrong, you know. I know some of them really dirty, nasty police out there, you know. Criminal people, you know.
Yes.
But again, there are decent police out there and put their life on the line protect and serve.
Yes.
And they should not drag them through the mud like that. They should be dragging them through the mud like that. And the police keep doing his job and then you're going to put him on because investigation going on for 5 years.
Yeah.
And he's not getting paid for 5 years. And he has a wife and kids to take care of. It's wicked stupid.
Hold it there. Let me see if we have Mr. White.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, you are there.
Hey, Mr. White, how are you doing, sir?
I'm giving God thanks, man. I'm alive and well.
Every time.
Right. So, Tian, you have been listening to what Ben has been saying about the Indicom's report. What is your take on it?
I'm kind of frightened. And I say frightened in the sense that when you look at that report, the action of these 2 policemen, they call Cop A and Cop B, over the years, their action was not is not that every month or every week they kill five people died as a result of them. So how come this one incident 10 in 1 year? What was the circumstances surrounding that? Mm-hmm. Is that a confrontation more than one or two persons that they had was to fire and defend himself and others around him?
Yes. All right.
You know, so the 10 in 1 time there should be a breakdown.
Right.
To show what? And if he was on legitimate duty, which I suppose he was, then if you find things like that, you can't charge him. Then you put the matter before the coroner's court.
Yes.
So that the coroner's court will decide whether they were at fault or not. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because the coroner's court still exists to educate on these matters.
Of course.
But, you know, but I'll tell you something, so sometimes you see these things, it probably give us food for thought that we need to seriously look at what is happening in the crime situation in Jamaica.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
You know, because these guys that are firing the gun is not never knows ice cream coming out of those barrels. It's some lethal bullet.
Yes, of course.
That kills.
Yes.
Yeah, so the police in their own right have a right to defend themselves. And I know if a man is going overboard, I know his commanders, your commander would call him in or call her in and say, look, this is what I'm seeing. What is happening? Are you feeling good? Are you how you feel?
Yes.
Because if his action or her action is justifiable, then that person have nothing to fear. So you have the chaplaincy unit, have the medical side that would, psychiatric medical board to test these persons to see how they are feeling, what is their reaction after coming off an operation. 2 persons were shot and killed or 1 was shot and killed, how that individual is feeling. Mm-hmm. Because he has feelings, because when you see a man die, no matter how you're tough enough, there's a soft part of you to say, why did he have to confront me in that manner?
Yes.
Because when you fire your weapon, you can't call back that bullet. You can't divert anywhere else. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, as I said, when it's finished, at the end of the day, it is a justification. Your action must justify what you did.
Yes. Yes.
And once you have justification, then I don't think we should have a problem. Mm-hmm. I think we need to use the coroner's court more for some of these matters.
Okay. What do you think of the use of states of emergencies as a crime fighting tool?
I think when the Constitution was framed, the state of emergency was for specific matters, not a crime fighting weapon. But it has now become watered down to that aspect. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What is needed is, and I know the police provide good analysis of all incidents of crime that take place in this country. Date, time, place. So if you are planning your patrols, etc., you plan your patrols around these times that these incidents are happening, are likely to happen.
Yes.
So that you can have, what you need is boots on the ground and strategic patrols all over the country. And one of my take is that criminals use the street for their escape and to do their things. So you need to have good traffic management, and as we have said, the traffic police department need to rebuild and come back. Mm-hmm. Plus, you have good CIB teams and other divisional teams that are out there. So everybody working in unity, because once something happens, and that message goes to police control center, emergency center, as they call it now, every unit on that street that's out there would pick up that transmission. Mm-hmm. And they would know where to set up their, if you want to set up a roadblock, or the entrance point that they're going to use to get back to their communities. Yes. So you have a team ready to cut them off and things like that. So we need to get back to some of these basic things. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Because, and we need to start studying the modus operandi of some of these people, because they are not just they continue to do the same thing over and over again. So you need to study them, how they behave, and how they plan.
Yes. Because as
You
Ben,
know,
as Ben was telling us a while ago, that there are many Jamaicans like him, retired, who want to come home, but are afraid of coming home because of the high crime and violence.
Yes, it's a fear of crime, you know, the fear of being shot and killed, or fear of being robbed. So that fear factor needs to be addressed.
Yes.
And to me, the police high command, I probably need to take a retreat one day, just a one-day retreat, and look at all their strategic planning that they have been doing, and to see where they can tweak some of the action and introduce new ones.
Yes.
We have more brighter policemen than in my days. You have police with 3-4 different degrees. Don't tell me that they can sit down and just think out a way how you're going to police Jamaica and your division for the next 5 years.
Yes.
Put a 5-year plan of action inside there.
Yes.
You can't prevent murder, but you can delay it if you have the information. Yeah, because if a man wants to kill another, he will try every ways I mean. But once you have knowledge that will happen, you can prevent that one from happening.
Yes, of course. Yes.
Yeah. So we need to look at what was happening before, what were the results that was coming out of it, and when it's a cut and paste,
yes,
and tweak some of these activities.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And to me, I believe that community policing need to be revisited, and that's the way to go, because the police and the community must coexist together. Yeah.
Ben.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you have been listening to retired Superintendent T.N. White.
Yeah, professional in the business, no more than me, but I really agree with him. And almost everything he said I agree with.
Yes.
And I take it even further. Not just community policing, but you need community leadership. Like I said the last time I spoke to you, a man can't live a cherry garden and a MP for Tivoli. Him can't live a cherry garden and an MP for out of Harbourview where they bullet them on fire. Or out of Bulbia. Or live up somewhere big in a Montego Bay and a run down a flanker. You need local people to run the community. So elected people should be from the community.
So
the two parties must find representatives from the community to lead the community, because they know what's on the ground in the community. They know who are fire gun, who are buy gun, who are sell gun, who are broken up people. They know everything. So with community policing and community leadership, that will help clean the situation up. But something has to be done. But they have to have the wants to do it.
Yeah. But are you saying that the members of parliament should reside in their constituencies? That's what you're saying?
Yes, it makes sense. It makes sense, but the party will not do it. They will not do it. If you want that to be, if you think it's the best thing to be done, forget it, because it's not going to be done. They will not do it. They don't have the leadership to do things like this. Like I said before, I was really, really riding with the current Prime Minister, a young boy from the ghetto, Stone ghetto. I put so much on him that he was going to see the things different from the status quo and change that. Well, address the issues. Not the symptoms, but the actual issues. I don't know. I'm disappointed. And that was me. Everybody in the 90% of the people in the diaspora. And we don't go to Jamaica to buy house no more. We buy it in Atlanta, we buy them in Florida, buy it in the Carolinas. And another thing, what they're doing in Europe, now, going to Ghana, Jamaican diaspora people going to Ghana to live.
Yes.
And they're going on the small islands in the Caribbean to live.
Okay.
Yeah, the resource that Jamaica is squandering is so large that, Jamaica, if like I said, if one person come home with a 4,000 a month pension, okay, sell his house for say 700,000 in the United States and carry his money home and buy a house in Jamaica and build a house in Jamaica, and he's getting that $4,000 every month in his direct to his account and spend it in Jamaica. That's one person. You know many people that came up here in the 70s? I tell you, I'll give you an example. When I came to New York in 1972, there was 5 of us from Vauxhall that was in the same class in Brooklyn. 5 of us in the same class that were in the same class in Jamaica. That's how much of us came up in that time. And we are all at the same age now, ready to come home.
Okay. But
yes.
But the people you said are they are scared.
Scared, they're concerned, scared, and the thing about it, no confidence in the government to do anything. We have no confidence. We have no confidence in the government to do what needs to be done. Because they talk about crime plan. Look what we get out of crime plan. Like Mr. White just said, the emergency situation wasn't designed for a crime fighting. It wasn't designed for it, so that's the best they could do. 15 years for carrying a gun, and if you kill 2 people and you plead guilty, you get 10 years or 12 years. Come on. Bring back capital punishment to show how serious you are and charge a man for bullet 1 year. In New York, you get 1 year for every bullet. And you can't negotiate it either. You get 1 year for every bullet. Every illegal bullet, you get 1 year for it. So if you have a gun with 32 bullets, you have 32 years before even the gun charge upon you.
Yes.
And a person that buy and sell guns should get penalized properly.
Okay.
Now, it is so economical, feasible for you to go to the ATR or one of those places and buy a gun and bring back and sell. So much so that police doing it. Police investing in these things too. Politicians are investing in these things too. Come on, man. The consequences are not here.
Mr. White, you think members of the force are involved in the illegal? Well, we know that cops are involved in the illegal gun trade, but you think they are involved in the buying and selling of illegal guns?
I have no evidence towards that, but I know, you have individuals who may have that inclination.
Yes.
But they may have, there's other people who do it for them.
Yes.
Because remember, it's one thing I can say that if you were there's a criminal, the force didn't catch you. If you join the force and come in and continue the same force is gonna catch you,
Yeah.
And we have been catching individuals over the number of years who we look at as being squeaky clean.
Yes.
And when you hear of them being captured doing something illegal, then you start asking yourself, how come that man there? Because we used to see them person as, decent police that you want to emulate and follow.
Right.
But when you hear the bad things they're doing, you have to back off. You can't back on.
Yes.
But as I say, man and money will make money lead them astray.
Yes.
And remember, that we all go to school, church, are from the same community. Some of us join the force, some of us join the army, some of us join the fire department, some of us join the prison department, with a desire to serve.
Yes.
But along the way, some influential something reach you.
Yeah.
And you deviate from the norms and to get yourself involved in this shit because you want quick money, but you are not looking at the danger that you are putting to yourself and your family and the community.
Yes.
So we need to really think about these things.
Gentlemen.
And, as a brother said, this is leadership.
Yes.
Jamaica is crying out for good leadership. And it's right to say, from the community right up.
Yes.
From the community level right up to the top. We need to have good leadership with good morals and good integrity.
Right.
This is lacking in today's Jamaica.
Right. Gentlemen, I want to give each of you what Mr. Ben, what is your last word?
Consequence.
Yeah.
They need that. They need consequence. There should be a price to pay for crime. When you
Yeah.
when you violate the norm of the community, you should pay.
Right.
Even if you're a politician will steal $100 million, you should pay.
Yes.
But all the politicians will resign and the case done and over with. Come on.
Okay.
They're going to start from the top.
All right. Right.
They're going to shut the top a little and make them get some of the power back down in the communities.
Okay. All right.
So people can call and say, hey, minister, say the man is broken at my house.
Yeah.
Or the man is broken at the man's house. And the minister now supposed to call the right people and deal with the thing.
Yeah.
But people can't testify against nobody because them no one dead.
Mr. White.
It's a shame, but
Mr. White.
Yeah. Well, what I'd love to see, that persons who are offering themselves for leadership, whether at the political level or whatever level, need to look into themselves and ask the question, am I ready for this assignment that I'm given me? Am I willing to serve? Not for myself, but for your country and your people. Because everybody wants to see a better life. Are you willing to prepare for that?
Yeah.
And I just want to wish for the GSF and the JDF all the best for 23. So what they did not achieve in this time, we'll see a big turnaround come the 1st of January 2023.
Okay.
And onwards, because we need, the police force need good, strong leadership.
Yes. Okay.
Good, strong. We have too much bright people in the force here now.
Yeah.
So we can see a better thing. Too much people are now wishing that if I'm going off on vacation in January and to retire. Some people are just dying to see the 1st of January come to get off.
Okay.
We don't want that.
Yes.
We don't want that. You got
Gentlemen.
the person to serve, and when you retire, you can feel good at retire. So yes, I've done my time. I close my innings. Time to relax.
Of course it is. Gentlemen, I want to thank you very, very much for your contribution as we try to continue to share ideas on how we can improve the security in the country. Retired Superintendent T.N. White and Ben, our brethren in Connecticut. Thank you, gentlemen, very much.
And I want to thank Superintendent White for his service.
Yes.
And be blessed. And hope you enjoy your retirement.
Okay.
Well, yes, that's what I'm doing. Otherwise, I look at pains in the giants, Yes. And it goes with the territory.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Just remember, eat to be wealthy.
Yes.
Good eating makes you healthy.
All right, so good. Thank you.
All right.
Bless up.
All right, gentlemen. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yes. This is Rebel Radio. I'm Desmond Richards. To thank my guests very much for sharing ideas on how we should protect each other. It is with the situation right now requires all of us to pull together, all of us to put our efforts together in order to make the society, the community safe. Because it is really, 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 really tough out there, I can tell you that. This crime and violence is, it has taken its toll. It's taken its toll on everybody. And I tell you something is that we have to do whatever we can in order to reduce the crime and violence in the communities. We just can't we just can't behave as if we are unconcerned. No, we can't. We can't. Because it is something that impacts all of us. All of us. And we must do whatever we can in order to deal with it. Very, very, very problematic, I can tell you. Every corner of the country, you go this question of crime and violence. Tell you it is boy. What I can say though, I can say this that in East Kingston, the number of gun firing has died down in the last couple of weeks compared with what used to happen in, say, November, right? It has died down. And I was looking at a report where the St. Ann Police were talking about their success. I mean, as it relates to the detention of suspected crime producers in the parish, right? So, but one thing that we would like to see is not just the detention of the crime producers. We want cases to be made out against them, successful cases, so they can be sent away to jail, right? We just don't want them to be detained for 60 days or 40 days or temporarily, and then they are out on the street again. No, we don't want that at all. Don't want that. I can tell you, we don't. We need something to take them off the streets. Take them off the streets. We need that. Need that. So I can only hope that the authorities can, do what is possible in order to deal with the situation. This is Rebel Radio, and I am Desmond Richards, and we are about to let us take a break now for our next program, which it is the horse racing business. So just stay tuned.
Me say family, Miss Rona pray for me. No evil lust, nor envious cannot devour me. Stay far from poverty, Jah rule me. Shane Brown and popcorn and berries, you know we blessed for real.
All I know is that is all. Take your life, it's you wanna know. Evil people will kill you slowly. All I know is that is all. Protect your life, it's you wanna know. Evil people will kill you slowly.
Life is precious, protect it is one. Three islands, say we have to give thanks, yeah. When you wake up, you have to give thanks, yeah. And before you sleep, you have to give thanks, yeah. Jah guide way, out on the highway. Love to see them living in love like highway.
When all is said and done, only one life we gotta live, yes. All I know is that is holy. Protect your life, it's your one and only. Evil people will kill you slowly. All I know is that is holy. Protect your life, it's your one and only. Evil people will kill you slowly. All I know. That is all. Take your life, it's your one and only. Evil people will kill you slow.
Shana manane sana. Shana manana mayana saka. Dibi diba dia duda kandia da basha. I'll put you in front of my melody. You are all that matters. You are all that matters. I'll make room for two. You and I, Jesus. You are all that matters. You are all that matters. Oh, hey, oh. You are all that matters. Oh, hey, oh, hey. You are all that matters. Oh, hey, oh, hey. You are all that matters. Nanya mana sasa. What would I live for if I don't have you in my life? What would I gain if you take the Holy Ghost? What would I become of me if I didn't see a light? What would I be said of me if you didn't hold my hand? Now I've come to realize that you are all that matters. You are all that matters. You are all that matters. Hey, I'll put you in front of my melody. You are all that matters. I'll make room for two. You and I, Jesus. You are all that matters. You are all that matters. Is it the house or is it the car? I'll give them all to you. Is it the name or is it the fame? I'm nothing without you. What would I become of me if I didn't see your light? What would have been said of me if you didn't hold my hands? Now I've come to realize that you are all I have. You are all that matters. I'll put you in front of my melody. You are all that matters. I just believe us in the house tonight. I'll make room for two. You and I, Jesus. You are all that matters. You are all that matters. Oh, hey, oh. You are all that matters, Jesus. I wish I could hear you sing it out. Oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh. If it matters to you tonight, can you lift up those hands and speak in other tongues and blast in other tongues as you worship the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, the one who made all things new, the one who made it possible for us to be here today. Jesus. Can you lift up your hands and begin to speak in other tongues tonight? I wish you can say things, mystical things to God tonight.
Well. this is Friday evening, and you know it is racing business, the big people's business. Dr. Wright, are you there?
I'm here.
Yes. Sutar is I have him online, but he said that he is not where his laptop is, so but I have him here. Sutar, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes. So
Okay, let's go.
So I am handing over to you now, gentlemen. Have it your way.
Okay then, ladies and gentlemen, this is Racing Business, Big
Good
People
evening,
Business,
listeners.
on your program,
Paul, are you
Rebel
there?
Radio. We have 10 races on tap tomorrow. That is Saturday, the 17th of December, and on Sunday, we have another 9. So it's 19 races for you over the weekend. And today we'll be previewing races at Kemanas Park on Saturday. And remember that the first race on Saturday starts at 11:30 a.m. And with me is the trainer, Well Suter. We'll be giving you some very important information about horses to put in your selections when making your bets on Sunday. Now we're going to be starting off with the first race on Saturday at 11:30 a.m. This race is over 7 furlongs or 1,400 meters for the claiming group 200 to 250,000. We have our best 4 in this race. We're going to start with our best 4, and that is number 4, Ali, number 5, Fiery Path, number 7, Silent Cat, and number 9, My Mom Just. 4, 5, 7, and 9. The big favorite should be Silent Cat, and this one is
I'm not hearing Paul.
off a bad run the last time. And just to remind you that Silent Cat is to be ridden by Anthony Thomas, who rides this one for Ron Dennis Thwaites. And Anthony is just in front of Dane, and is going to be a bang-up finish for the championship, and therefore keep those 2 jockeys on the right side. That is Anthony Thomas and Dane Dawkins. So in the first race tomorrow, I'm going to number 7, Silent Cat, to get the better of the next one, number 3, Starboy Flyer. Welch, who do you like in this first race?
Welch?
I'm not hearing Paul Good though.
You're not
Can
hearing?
you hear me?
I am hearing you.
No.
I'm hearing.
Not hearing Paul Good.
He's asking you.
I don't know.
He's asking who.
What's your selection in the first race?
Yeah, he's asking who's your selection in the first race.
In the first race, Paul, my selection is Silent Cat over number 9, My Mama Just, and a very good lively out there in this race is Reggae Gone Grammy.
Okay, Reggae Gone Grammy has been promising, running short in the last couple of days. But look for this one, Well Shooter, giving us to keep Reggae Gone Grammy to be ridden by Ultra Nugent in your crosshairs as you make your selections. The second race on the program for the claiming group, 250 to 200,000, will be going over 400 meters, 4 furlongs or 800 meters, and we have 8 horses going to the post. And here are my top horses in the second race. I'm going to be starting with the number 5, Blue Attitude, number 6, Ultimatum, number 7, Dash of Class, and number 8, Supreme Star. Those are the top 1. Let me say that again. Stanislaus, 3, 5, Blue Attitude, 6, Ultimatum, and 8, Supreme Star. Number 4, Donald Trump, will be a late non-starter, so take that one out of your calculations. The big favorite and the speediest is Stanislaus, and my firm favorite in the second race. Number 3, Stanislaus with O'Shea Nugent, this time teaming up for Ryan Williams.
Mm-hmm. Suter, you're not hearing Paul?
Still not hearing Paul at all.
But, well, I have to try and sort out that. But he's asking your take. What is your take in race 2?
Race 2, my take is Stanislaus. Stanislaus to get the better of Ultimatum and number 8, Supreme Star.
Okay. Did you hear that?
Okay, those are the ones. Those are the top 3 runners in the second race. The third race is over 6 furlongs, is the Die Job Sprint. This one is slated for restricted states. We need to be 2-year-olds. These are the babies going 6 furlongs. We have 6 of them going to the post. And my top 4 here are number 2, That's a Fact, Is That a Fact, or Walker there for Jason Acosta. Number 1, that is Rejected Raja. Number 4, that's Sister in Treasure, and number 6, Fly Blue Jet. But in this one, there's no doubt that Is That a Fact is the better of these 2-year-olds. And in the third race, I'm going for number 2, Is That a Fact. Omar Walker to get this done for Jason Acosta, who, we have all calculations, should be the champion trainer in 2022.
What is your take in race 3?
My take for the third, number 6, Fly Blue Jet from number 4, Sister in Treasure, and 2, Is That a Fact.
Okay,
6, 4, 2.
that is important, folks, that the trainer at the track, he's down there in the morning. He likes Anthony Thomas and Philip Fiani teaming up for Fly Blue Jet. And I tell you, folks, keep Anthony Thomas on the right side. The fourth race of the day is over 7.5 furlongs. They're going a little longer now. And this time for the 3-year-olds, non-winners of 2. Race number 4. Only 8 are going to the start here. And in the fourth race, my selections are number 4, a surety. Number 5, Northern Lady. And looking carefully at this one, number 1, that is, looking for this one, 5 Spenleys. That's a nice little outsider. And number 5, and number 8, and that is Salute the Deputy. 1, 4, 5, and 8. Now, folks, keep up very good luck in this fourth race on number 1, 5 Spenleys at a very good price. But Anthony Thomas again on Baby Like. He's getting a lot of good rides, and it's good to see all the trainers giving him a ride. But this one will be the weak favorite, and Baby Like should be a banker in your bets because I'm going to number 4. Baby Like in number 4.
Yeah. Trainer, what is your take in number 4?
My take in the 4th, number 4, Baby Like, get the better of number 7, GT Boy, and number 6, Anchorman.
Okay.
Okay, and but make a note of those other horses. GT Boy and Anchorman trained by Anthony Nunes, and as well shooter tells us to keep a good eye on that one. Race number 5 is again over 7 furlongs or 1,400 meters. This time it's for the maidens, the native bred 3-year-olds, and this time we have 10 of them going to the post. And here are my top 4 in race number 5. We're going to give you now 4, 5, 6, and 7 in the 5th race. Number 4, Assured Surety. 5, Northern Lady. 6, Call the Emperor. And 7, Dancing with the Cat. Those are the top ones here. Now, we have been having favorites all over the place. And remember, most of the good ones are to be written by Anthony Thomas. He's looking for his championship. But in this one, I'm going to the Canterman. Shane Ellis teaming up here for Carl Anderson. And when Shane rides for Carl Anderson, you know they're very serious. So in the 5th race, I'm going to number 6, Call the Emperor.
Mm-hmm. Trainer, what is your take in the 5th?
In the 5th, I'm going to go for number 9, No Surrender, to get the better of number 1, Genealogy, and number 5, Mule Train.
Okay.
Okay, that is important because he's telling us about race number 6, but we are at race number 5.
Yeah. No, Trainer, the results you gave a while ago was for Dr. Paul is saying that is for number 6.
Oh, the 5th race.
Yes, it's 5th race.
Yeah.
The 5th race, number 9, She's Nene. 9, 10, 7.
Okay,
8, 10, 7. 8, 10, 7.
She's Nene is written by Lester Bickard O'Mullings from Alan Anderson. That's a good little one, and make a note of that because that one will be a very good price. And he has given that one where I'm going with number 6, Called the Emperor. Mm-hmm. In the 6th race is where I have my cook food special. The 6th race is over 7 furlongs again, or 1,400 meters. This time for the 4-year-olds and up, non-winners of 2. And in race number 6, here are my top 4 races. And in this race, I'm going with number 6, and that is ZI. That will be at a good price. So make a note of that in race number 6. Number 9, No Surrender. Number 10, Always Vigorous. And number 11, 6th Avenue. So I'm going with 6, 9, 10, and 11. And in this one, my cook food special is number 10, Always Vigorous, to give the lady, Samantha Fletcher, this one for run. Matthew, I think Always Vigorous is going to be at a good price and should be able to give you some cash that you can have for the Christmas. Cook food special in race number 6, number 10, Always Vigorous.
Yes. Trainer, who are you What is your take for number 6?
Or the 6. Number 9. Number 1 is the outside of the day from number 5. Mule chain. 915. The outside of the day, number 1.
Yes.
So make a note of that. In this one, Well Shooters giving us 9, 1, and 5. I've given you a cook food special as number 10. So if you combine those 4 and they come in first and second, what a lovely exacta that would be. The 7th race of the day is going to be over 1 mile or 8 furlongs. And this is for the claiming group 400 to 300,000. In this race, we have only six starters going to the post. And here are my top 3 in race number 7. Number 5, He Can Dance. Number 6, Dare to Speak. And number 3, Old Wharf. Those are my top 3. And in race number 7, I'm going firmly on number 5, He Can Dance. Young Roman and Ryan Darby teaming up for this one. Ryan Darby always has a winner on the race day so far. In the 7th race, I'm going to number 5, He Can Dance.
Yes, yes. Trainer, who are you taking for number 7?
Number 7.
Yes. Trainer? Look like we lost trainer there. Dr. Paul.
Yeah, hopefully he will come back and give us some of his selection because only 6 horses going to the post in that one. And I remind you again that my firm selection in race number 6, race number 7 is number 6, He Can Dance.
Yes.
The Andrew H.B. Aguilar Cup is race number 8, one of the big features of the day. And this race is over 6 furlongs, 8 furlongs. And this is for the 2-year-olds, the native bred 2-year-olds. Here they are preparing for the big race later in the year. And my top 4 in race number 8. Number 2, Uncharted. That will be one of the big ones down there. A lot of people will be betting on that one. Number 4, All for Love. Number 5, and that would be Roaring Thunder. And in the race, number 8, number 9, and that is Acknowledge Me. So it's 2, 4, 5, and 9. And I think the big favorite with young Lewis, he's riding very well. Jason Acosta must be the champion trainer. So I'm going to number 2, Uncharted, in race number 8.
Yeah. Trainer.
In the 8th race.
Yes, the 7.
Number 4.
Give him the 7 and
7?
Yes, both 7 and 8.
3, 5, 2 for the 7.
Yes. And
for the 8th race, 4, 2, 3.
Okay.
So he has given us number 4, All for Love. Number 2, my selection on Charter. And number 3, Rhythm Buzz. To be written by Bebita Harvey. We're having a very good year. The penultimate is one of the feature races of the day. And this one, they're going over, let's just make a note of that, over 8 furlongs. And this run, we have overnight allowance horses. All of 11 of them going to the post. In race number 9, here are my top ones in this race. Number 5, Curling's Affair. Number 6, the big favorite, Blue Vinyl, who has come back to hand and ran such a big race quite recently, although it didn't take much out of that one. Number 7, Big Daddy on the outside there. I'm going with number 10, and that is a Crimson. So it is number 5, 6, 7, and 10. I don't think that now that Blue Vinyl is back to his best, that we can forget that one, and therefore will be the favorite, but will be a winner, and that is Blue Vinyl in race number 9.
Mm-hmm. Trainer, who are you carrying? Who are you taking in number 9?
In the 9th race, it's a 2-horse race between number 6 and number 10. I'm going to take 10 over 6 and 5 to the 3rd.
Okay.
Okay, here gone with Crimson, written by Anthony Thomas for Garrett Sobrati. And it's really good to see all the trainers coming around and giving an Anthony Thomas all those rides. Dane Dawkins had to come good before the end of the year to have a chance of ending up as our champion jockey. The 10th and final, the Dig Out Handicap, is the last race. And this race will be over 6 furlongs. For the group, non-winners of 3, and those are the 4-year-olds and up. 12 of them will go to the post, and here are my top 4 in the final. Number 3, Simba the Lion. Number 4, Sensational, ending. Number 9, Silver Fox, and number 11, Zion. 3, 4, 9, and 11. Well, anybody who saw Simba the Lion running last week will know that this horse is back to its best. First race after 1.5 years, cantered home by all of 11 lengths, coming back right after and should be able to complete the quick double. In the last race, a banker, Simba the Lion.
Yes. Trainer, what is your take in the last race?
In the 10th, Simba the Lion, number 3, should win over an outsider by the name of number 2, Snowflakes, and Chandra's Law to the 3rd.
Okay.
3, 2, 7.
Take a note of those outsiders, because what we 2 big outsiders, let me give you them again, that he has given us an outsider called Genealogy in race number 6, and another big outsider in race number 10, number 2, Snowflakes. So that's a program. Be sure to mark down these selections and just combine your selection, my selection, and trainer well suitor, and you're sure to have money for Christmas. That was Racing Business, Big People Business on Rebel Radio on Friday, December 16th.
Okay, gentlemen, thank you very, very much. And the punters, you have to listen to these 2 racehorse experts if you want to win money on race day. They give you the winners. Yes. And this is Rebel Radio. You know, we are about to come to the end of our program, our live programs for today, you know. And, well, being out a Friday, you know, is the last program day for us for the week. And we'll be back with you on Monday. We want to thank all our guests, and we want to thank our bishop, our technical operator, Bishop Clark. You know, and no, I think I'm giving you the wrong name. I'm calling the wrong name there. I'm talking about Bishop Gordon. I don't know why I keep missing his name. You know, but he's the man who provides all the technical advice and all the technical work for us. We want to thank him very much for what he has been doing for Rebel Radio. Listeners and viewers, keep tuned to the Rebel. Listen to the music. I am Desmond Richards.
Here with a message to you from myself and the Ministry of Health and Wellness. Shenyang, everyone say wear a mask with the numbers drop. I don't want COVID, lay you down flat. Nose and mouth to fi cover up that. Sanitize or get hospitalized. Fight the virus and fight for your life, yeah. Nobody talk about say you no response no more. Don't be reckless, cause you test say you're not happy. You can still get the virus from somebody. Don't be reckless, cause you test say you're not happy. You can still get the virus. So keep the numbers down. Protect yourself and the people you're around. COVID in town, 6 feet apart and 6 feet in the ground. Keep the numbers down. Protect yourself and the people you're around. COVID in town, 6 feet apart and 6 feet in the ground. Stay alive, stay alive, stay alive, stay alive.
Budget supplies from now on.
God is good, God is good.
25% off. 20% off UPVC French windows. 10% off tiles. Decorative hardboard. 1,999. Bargains on slat wall, form ply, dress ply, lumber, steel, and lots more. Open every Sunday until Christmas. 195 Hackleburg Road. Telephone 923-4560. New budget supplies.
The station with the hottest station with the hottest music.
Everybody sing.
development in the country, politically in particular. Because if we look at the trend of what we are seeing, the level of defiance of law and constitution, particularly by government institutions, it is a sure sign that people are inclined to take the powers given under the Constitution, but refuse to be restrained by the Constitution. And it goes from the abuse of the state of public emergency and in government departments that virtually defy court orders. If you look at today's paper, you see where NCRC and the KFAC virtually has refused to comply with court orders. And the result is that the public of Jamaica will be expected to pay for these people's defiance rather than their being fired and made to pay the consequence of their defiance of the court.
Yes.
Similarly, you have the situation where it is obvious that by merely calling a state of emergency, not in keeping with the conditions that have been stipulated in the Constitution, and when they do not get Parliament's approval to continue, they merely call another one. Now, all of these are sure signs that there is no respect for the Constitution or the laws of the country. And yet, it is by the Constitution that they claim they have the right to rule. And the end product of the continuation of this sort of behavior is that we are going to end up in a totalitarian police state in short order. I don't know the day or the hour, but if you look at the placement of military personnel all around the governance structure and this continuous defiance of the restraints by the Constitution, it is saying to me we are heading for very, very serious times. And unless the people exercise what is left of their powers, which is to vote out these people and to at least get people who will have some respect for the Constitution, we are going to be in trouble.
Okay. Well, that is certainly not something that we want at this time at all. We have a Constitution which is the highest court in the land, and therefore we expect the leaders to obey the Constitution. Now, you mentioned the state of emergency. What has happened though, Lush, is that we have seen cases where in areas where the states where there are states of emergency, that there is a fall in the crime rate, but the question is this a sustainable crime fighting tool?
No, I think people are awfully mistaken, because invariably when they declare the state of emergency, there is an increased presence of police and or the military in a particular area. Now, you do not need to declare a state of emergency in order to put the police and the military in any area of Jamaica. That is an administrative exercise. The state of emergency is clearly defined as what conditions are supposed to be in existence in order to declare a state of emergency. And once that state of emergency is declared, Parliament has the duty to either extend it or it must cease. Now, in our case, the conditions are such that people believe that when police or soldiers come out, that and there is a decrease in crime, that it is a state of emergency that has caused the crime to go down. The truth is that the country does not have the military and police capacity to effectively do the state of emergency in all the areas that they have undertaken. And when you do that kind of situation, what you have done is create a situation where the personnel are getting tired, and there's a certain amount of familiarity that has developed between the public having the kind of intermingling with the army out there, which is basically doing nothing. And the end product is that it is losing its effectiveness, and the people involved are in a state of fatigue. And that is why, among other things, although you have had protracted state of emergency over this period, you do not have it has not had the desired effect on the murder rate.
Mm-hmm.
You see?
Yes.
You cannot use the wrong tool for a job and expect the right result. The state of emergency is not intended to be used as a routine policing instrument.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And this is why for the when you declare state of emergency, what it has done, among other things, is to suspend people's constitutional rights in the areas that are involved. Mm-hmm. And it is for that reason the framers of the Constitution have made it very clear that these conditions need Parliament's approval for continuation.
Yes.
No, it is not correct to believe that in order to put police or soldiers and our soldiers in a particular area, you need a state of emergency. That is not true.
Yes, yes.
They can use soldiers if it is considered necessary without declaring a state of emergency. Mm-hmm. They can carry police in areas and organize cordon and search. There are provisions in the laws that permit that.
Yes.
But the significant difference with the state of emergency is that when you have been detained by under the state of emergency, you have lost the right to the courts to deal with whether you are properly detained or not. And it is the abuse, the thirst for that power to detain people without having to give accounts to a court that has caused them to be transgressing in that area. Mm-hmm. And because people are under the impression that the presence of the police and the soldiers are necessary, they are prepared to believe that the state of emergency is necessary. But what they do not know is that the constant deprivation of their constitutional rights is going to be taken for granted, and it's only a matter of time when some ambitious person in the army figure that they have had enough of the politicians. And you are going to get a takeover, you know. A coup is going to happen in Jamaica because it is being fostered by those in their thirst to use the army to step on the people. But they don't understand because it has happened elsewhere. It's only a matter of time, and somebody in the army figure they have had enough of the politicians who think they have been using them. Mm-hmm. And all of this is because we are forgetting the fundamentals, that the price of freedom is perpetual vigilance. We must be vigilant in the protection of our Constitution to ensure that people do not go outside of the powers that are given in the Constitution. Because if we do not rein them in early enough with the vote, we won't be able to do it at all.
Yes, but you are not denying the fact that in areas where there are states of emergency, that when you compare the period when the states of emergencies is that you observe that there is a fall in the crime rate.
I am not arguing that. What I am saying is that you do not need the state of emergency to put the soldiers and or the police in the areas. Yes. There are other laws that permit them to do that. In other words, it is the presence of the security forces that changes the situation, not the state of emergency. Because you do not need to declare a state of emergency in order to increase police presence in an area.
Yes. Now, the political opposition. What is your take on the political opposition's stance on this matter?
They are correct in not supporting it. What I am wary about is that they seem to be drifting down a road which is encouraging a similar undesirable means of detaining people without access to court. You see, any time you're going in that direction, you know you're going wrong.
Yes.
If you are going to take a man's liberty, you must do it within the constraints of the Constitution. And what is happening is that people are creating circumventory means by which they can take you in and claim they are investigating. And today it is the unknown man from a particular address. Tomorrow it could be me.
Yes,
because
yes.
I speak for the Constitution and what I think is the people's interest.
Yes.
And if that is in conflict with them, it's only a matter of time we get a knock on the door and somebody is taking me in because they are going to investigate something.
Yes.
And I won't even have the right to have the court to intervene because the laws under which they are setting up things will deprive me of that right. So I am speaking personally that I am totally against those circumventory methods. If you know you have gangs, because everybody can tell you how much gangs and the numbers in the gang, well, why don't you identify and cross mark and then you arrest and charge?
Yes.
No, you're taking in people and 80-90% of the people, after you have detained them for how many days, weeks, months, even years, you have to let them out and charge them with nothing. And as the courts have pointed out, some people have sued and will be compensated for the abuse of their rights.
Mm-hmm.
And we cannot encourage the circumvention of the Constitution by saying that we are doing it for our security.
Yes.
Like it is said that those who are prepared to give up their constitutional rights for security is going to find that they lose both rights and security. All those who believe that it is the state of emergency that brings down crime are mistaken. When you increase police or military presence in an area and the crime goes down, it is their presence.
Okay.
Now, if you had to declare a state of emergency in order to get the presence, then it could be justified. But there are laws that permit them to increase their presence and to detain under certain circumstances. The laws are there. Okay. Why don't they use it? Why are they insisting that they must use the state of emergency? And all that I can see that is advantageous in using the state of emergency rather than the other laws is the power that it gives them while it deprives you of your constitutional rights once it is coded that it is deprived under the state of emergency.
Thank you. I want to thank you very much, Mr. Thomas, for your contribution and, for helping us to understand and to give us more courage, to encourage us to stand up in defense of the Constitution.
Please do. Yeah. The Constitution is our only hope. Yeah. And when officials of government are telling you that they need to abridge and abrogate your constitutional rights in order to offer you security, it is a lie, it is a wickedness, and it is a blacklaying process for a totalitarian state that too long in the making.
Thank you very, very much for those inspired thoughts. That was Mr. Lucius Thomas. Okay.
Right, you, my brother. Blessings.
Let us go for a break. This is Rebel Radio. From our studios at Rockfort. And at this time we are going to be having discussion with Reverend Roper. Reverend Roper, are you there?
I am here, good man.
Yeah. There's some noise coming from your background, man.
I don't think there's anything now.
Yeah, but I am hearing it.
I don't hear anything.
I'm telling you that I'm hearing it. Yeah. Anyway, we want to have our discussion this evening, and there are a number of things that you want to talk about.
I want to talk about lessons from the World Cup.
Yeah.
Right? The fact is that I just saw on TV that they are featuring some old footage of Messi. And I was saying to myself, I'd like to see some of similar footage by Mbappe. But there's no footage of Mbappe.
Mm-hmm.
One is we don't carry a record for ourselves.
Yes.
And the other is that television stations are not interested in African players.
Yes.
Until they reach it up, and I have made it. Mm-hmm. So they wouldn't have any connection of Mbappe up and coming.
Mm. Yes.
And that is a cycle that we have to break. if we learn to tell our own story, and enjoy looking at our own story.
Yes.
Yeah, because when the happy John Mbappe, people would call him or write him and protest it. We don't like to see ourselves and our kind. And that's a battle that we have to fight for the next World Cup and beyond. Mura complained without any star player. And we have to get to the stage where we promote an African star. And it's ironic because the original star of football was Black Pele.
Yes. But Reverend Roper, what you have something? There is something playing in the background. What is that? Can you turn it down? Turn it off.
I can't turn on the TV.
Yes.
I can't turn on the TV.
Yes, man, turn it down. It is affecting the broadcast. Yes.
Yeah.
No, so yes, you were saying that the footage, what you are seeing on TV right now, it is just footage of Messi and nothing of Mbappe. Okay, yeah.
The TV stations don't have any of Mbappe. So we have to correct that deficit.
Yes.
You have to record you on your Rebel Radio so that when Rebel Radio becomes an internationally regular feature, we have all footage that we can listen to.
Yes, I agree. I'm in agreement with that.
We're doing it for our children and our children's children.
Yeah. Where are we now with that exchange program that you are planning between Jamaica and Africa? Where are we right now?
I'm at the planning stage. I have to plan out the funding, plan out the locations. I have somebody working on it for me. And I am working on it myself. But I have to get it finished because about Africa, the criticisms are going to be real, so I have to get everything right. And I'm working on it now,
Yes, okay, yeah. All right, so
the plan is to have 50 young people, 25 from Africa and 25 from Jamaica, on an exchange. Right. And they are going to travel from Tanzania to Botswana and spend 6 weeks in each of the countries. These countries include Tanzania, Zambia, DRC, and Botswana.
Yes.
And they are going to study the culture, and they are going to do stuff that related to climate change and stuff related to community development. They've learned about diamond mining, about gold mining, and the industries that can be made from them.
Yes.
And they're going to critique policy, For example, in Botswana, we're going to look at agricultural export to along with diamond export. A serious project. I look at opportunities for students from the Caribbean, to live there and to go there and to study there and to understand those culture. Botswana has a lot of horses. We're going to learn about the horses. We're going to learn to ride horses.
Okay.
And the goal is to create young leaders and policymakers to serve their country.
Yes.
Right? And when they come to Jamaica, we're going to look at heritage sites like a compound town, looking at in Black River, where 32 slaves were buried at sea alive.
Yes.
Look at that memorial there.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to look at those seaside views in St. Mary, because many of these African students from countries where there is no view of the sea.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so we're going to get that going. And then we're also going to meet political leaders.
Mm-hmm. I see. So you are looking at this
for next year.
Next year, you should have it based on where you are now. You are looking at sometime in the middle of next year for it to start.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Take them from here and travel to the various countries.
Yes.
Stay where they're going to stay in those countries.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
I'm going to take a train from Tanzania to Botswana, you know, so they can see the countryside and see the animals. They go to look at Lake Tanganyika, which is one of the largest body of drinking water in the world.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it is on lands on about 4 continents.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all kind of aquatic animals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Reverend Rover, what is? Let us shift our focus a little and to what is happening locally. What is your take right now on the local political situation in Jamaica?
Well, I think we're dealing with an administration that doesn't have a lot of respect for the people in this country. They believe they can tell a story, use the media and tell a story that acquit them of everything. That is striking, huh?
What is striking?
No, they said they're not accountable.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But what is the alternate, the opposition? What is the opposition doing?
I like Mark Golding, you know. He's an enlightened man. And, you know, he has made money already, so I would expect him to go into politics to rob for himself. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And the PNP has a culture of accountability. They can shame. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So I do expect them to be guilty of some of the crass things that I see are going on now.
Yes. But when you look around, you know, there is a lot of confusion. There is confusion in what is happening with how the government is dealing with crime. Just this week, there is also some more confusion in wages for the public sector. You will recall that?
Yeah. Well, what I know is that Julian raised a question of a certain audit and so a full publication of it. But what it is a situation in which generous allowances are being brought back in by the government, but is to be applicable for upper level people, ministers, permanent secretaries. But the little people are not going to get no real benefit. Right? Mm-hmm. Right now, the media houses are not interested in telling us anything about it. I was going to talk to Julian Roberts if I had talked a couple of days ago. Because he had agreed to tell us about the actual infractions. I didn't get to talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
But we try and get him. No, we can talk because he was going to be in Parliament at the time we talked yesterday.
Yes.
Just to tell us what in fact is the audit revealed, and what is the practice that the administration is going on with. So they're based on the fact that there is no real knowledge of it that is doing to benefit the upper levels. And the people at top to deepen the inequality between bottom and top in this country.
Yes.
But our public does not have the sensitivity anymore. We have a culture that says inequality is wrong to benefit yourself at the expense of the people at the bottom. We don't have that, you know.
Well, is there anything else you want to raise at this time?
Well, I want to raise that, and I want to raise the violence and crime, where the choice is really to go at measures that allow them to brutalize the people at the bottom and lock them up, you know?
Yeah.
The people that have been arrested or detained over a year in state of emergency and have lost their employment when they are eventually released. And they want to continue that without addressing the wrongs done.
Okay, I see. Well, want to thank you very much for your contribution. And as you know, Rebel Radio is the platform is open for you to, you know,
I know.
Make your views known. So we want to thank you again, and
my pleasure.
Yes, that was Reverend Garnet Roper, talking to us, giving us his views on what is happening. You know, we have, and so thank you, Reverend Roper. Thank you. Yes, we are in studios. I have as my special guest this afternoon my co-host, and who is my co-host? Theodore Wesley.
I have a little scratch in my throat, so I'm not talking on public.
Yes, but you have to talk up that the audience can hear what do you have on your mind today?
I was just listening to what you're saying, even though I could not hear because the headphone was charging, and as you see already, I haven't been on the show in a long time.
Yeah.
So my headphone that I usually use is dead.
Yeah, but you can go ahead and talk with as you are right now.
Yeah.
Right, so what is on your mind?
Today is a good day, because today is Friday. Week is ending. And there goes another day. We should bless God that you have another day of your life. Not bless God, you know. Thank God. Sorry for the mistake.
Okay. I see.
And today is Feel Good Friday to me.
Yes, okay. Let us go for a break, and when we return, we'll be talking to Lucius Thomas. Want to hear Lucius have some views that he would like to share with our audience today. Let's go for a break. This is Rebel.
All road leads to new budget supplies. From now until Christmas, big discounts and super bargains. Gauge up to 20.
As long as Jesus